Hi everybody, back in Adventure World, which is the really lame name that I've named this pack. Um, so, yeah. I've basically moved everything to the village. I did actually build, this was a normal village house to begin with, and I extended it at the back just so that I could fit a smeltery in, and I put a smeltery in. And then I had to move it because we got hit by a couple of tornadoes, which completely wrecked this place. The roof came off. Luckily I survived because I was in a mine underneath. You can see the house over the road is completely destroyed. There's like basically nothing left of it. The cobblestone apparently lasts, like it can't pick up cobblestone. I guess it's too heavy or whatever. So I've boarded up what I could just so I wouldn't get sucked out, and used cobblestone to fill in the ceiling. And then I've moved everything down here. There is another house I was using as like a personal quarters over here. Like that was like a workshop building over there. So I had some stuff in here as well, but we started losing pieces of the ceiling. And I thought, yeah, not living here. I had flattened out a lot of the terrain. Let me just go sleep for the night, and then I'll give you a tour of the village. So down here I've got, like, I made a tornado bunker. So it's pretty much, it's a lot like the hovel I had at out on the bay where I started off. So this is the smeltery here. It's not actually running because I haven't got any lava. But yeah, and I got some Tinker stuff and storage. There's a bit of food in there, things that I moved over. I haven't moved the farm as such. I pulled out a lot of the stuff that was in the farm so I could replant it. But I haven't really needed to replant yet because I've got a fair bit of food already. So we'll have a look at the map. So you can see there's a pretty decent wall around the whole place. The only problem is this hill, which encroaches over the top of the hill. Like, it's almost as if there's like a mudslide or whatever, and the whole place is just fallen in. Not sure what to do about that yet. So I put some torches down. A lot of the torches around the place have been ripped up by the tornadoes, so it's not as lit up as it used to be. Like this place up here, that was the original hut. I extended it just to add, I was trying to add a few more doors to encourage the villagers to breed again because we lost a lot of the population in the tornadoes. So I figured if I could get them to start breeding it would be good. So I've replaced a few doors around the place, extended this hut along, put another door there, extended it down the bottom. I think that should work okay because there's a ceiling and then there's outside. I think it basically checks for air blocks. So, and then out here there were some huts that didn't have doors anymore, so I replaced some of them. The ground here is really weird because there was caves, well there still is caves underneath. I think if I remove, and it goes down, there's like a whole bunch of caves down there, so so you may notice I've moved, I had a sword in the first slot there, but now I've started using Mine and Blade. So Mine and Blade Battle Gear 2, which is the one I've got on here, so it's pretty good. So you can have 3 different sets of equipment. So you press your key. I've got R set to my equip weapon, same as in Skyrim. And then once you're in that zone over there, you can sort of scroll through it. And then to get back to your normal equipment, you can R back out of it, and then you can scroll through that. So yeah, it's pretty good. So I've got a bit of an industrial hemp farm here. This is for my immersive engineering stuff, which I haven't actually started doing, but I figured I'd get the farm going. I have been harvesting it a little bit, so I've got a bit of a stockpile. Down here, there's one of the witchery, what is it, apothecary buildings. So I took the stuff, there was a chest underneath there, I took the stuff out of there. There's a few things still in here, but most of it I've moved to the bunker in case this building gets ripped up as well. Yeah, there's a lot of uneven ground. I did flatten out a lot of it. It's a lot better than it was. I didn't actually realise when I moved here that it was a huge cave system underneath the village. So this is one of the watchtowers. There's actually a soldier guy up here, I believe. He was up here before. Yeah, there he is. He's like an archer. So he's pretty safe in here because most of this building's cobblestone, so I've just left him there. So yeah, there's a few villages over there. And yeah, there's a couple of farms. It's a pretty decent village. However, if I can get up on a hill, you might be able to see. Maybe let's go up the watchtower. Let's see if we can see it from here. Which direction is it? Yeah, this way. Yeah, you can't really see it. It's over there. There's another village, and it's got a very large castle. I've gone in there a couple of times just to try to find a better pickaxe head. But yeah, very like not a full-on raid. I've just tried to run in and grab some stuff and run back out again. But yeah, it's pretty dangerous. If I have a look at the map, that's it there. You can see some of the devastation from the tornadoes. This is that's the village closest to where I started. That's my initial spawn point there. I had a look through this one as well, but as you can see, there's a big surface cave system here as well. So a lot of this ground is very uneven, and you can't really easily get around. So I sort of gave up in the end. That's where I want to get lava from the smeltery, for the smeltery. So I'm gonna head over there. Because I can't actually mine iron yet, so what I've done, you can see in my hotbar there, I've got 8 clay buckets. Now I know clay buckets are destroyed after you've placed lava down, after you've emptied the bucket. So what I want to do, they're basically disposable buckets. I'm going to run over, fill them up, and then run back. That's the plan. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'll leave this open, I guess, because they're not going to run out. So I think we've got, yeah, it's about midday, so we've got a bit of time. Turn off my F7, I don't think we need that. Alright. Now we're heading this way. We'll fill up as many of these. Well, we should be able to get all of them filled up, and then we'll come back. Yeah, there's the castle. You see it over there? So it's really big. It's probably like, 6 or 7 stories or something. It's massive. Alright. And then we'll head back this way. And that'll get us started. Then we'll be able to melt down some of the copper ore that I've managed to get. And with the copper ore, we should be able to get a pickaxe head, and then we can level that up, and hopefully we can mine iron at some point. And then we'll be able to get buckets so we can actually fill up and keep. So that's the plan. But what I want to do, it may be today, let's go and check out that castle again and see if we can get a better look at what's going on. It is fairly dangerous over there. Even in just the lower floor, there's a spawner room that spawns armored skeletons. Like, diamond and iron armor skeletons that just annihilate you because they just swarm at you. The village over there does have soldiers, or it did when I was there last. So they may have all died. So we'll see how we go. We might be able to get some help. the other buckets I might just store in the chest. And just use them as needed, but we've got a little bit now, so let's make a new faucet. Because apparently the faucet was destroyed in the tornado, it got sucked up and thrown somewhere, and there's like no way, there's really no way to find it, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. I do have that. I've got some more scorch brick blocks, so we might be able to expand it. Probably need some more clay, but I was kind of keeping the clay in case I needed more of those buckets. So yeah, for the moment, a small one will do. We can expand it if necessary. Let's get a cast for a pickaxe. I think we might even have... Yes, we do. Cool. Now we might have to use gold, which I guess is okay. We do have some. I know you can use, I mean, aluminium brass, it's like 1 ingot for the cast, gold is 2. But aluminium brass, I don't know if we can actually, oh, we do have bauxite. So can we use that? Can we use that to get, so we can just smelt that. So, there's an engineering crusher, arc furnace. Smeltery gives us 2. Okay, so I would need to make double, because you need 3, what is it? Yeah, 3 to 1. So if I smelt, if I put in 1 ore I get 2, I'll have to do 2 to get 4, I guess. No, hang on. No, I'd have to do 3. Have I got 3? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, we can do that. So 3 to... So 3 to 1. Choose this one because there's less of it. There's a couple of different copper ores in this, so that's alright. So we'll do that. And then we'll be able to make casts with that. Yeah, the storms, like the weather is really good, and tornadoes are pretty exciting to be in, to be honest. Like, it's pretty cool. I like, you know, watching the warpath. But the problem is when you lose your hut, and yeah, I like the look of the wooden roofs, and it sucks that they get destroyed, so... I guess I'll sleep too. Make use of the time, might as well do that. Stop things spawning in the village. So the tin here I can't mine yet, this copper I can. There's more copper over there. There's actually, I think, more out in the village as well. I did make a change to the pack since last time. I put on the Ancient Warfare mod, so we can get like NPCs to do things like mining and crafting and that kind of stuff. So, I don't know what that is. Must be a cave there. And yeah, the Ancient Warfare's got its own power system. It's like rotary craft, where you got like rotating drive shafts to run everything. So it should be interesting. Yeah, from what I've seen, you can get windmills and water mills and stuff, and you can use those to power like automated farming systems, and you can have like NPCs manage the items and that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. You have warehouse managers and stuff. Alright, so we want more copper. So I want to make a copper pickaxe. So I just want one, really. Let's use one of those. Probably should have put that in before. I snagged a couple of berry bushes as well from near the initial village, the one near spawn. When I went over there last time, I saw a bunch of berry bushes. Grab them. So we've got some of them over here. I can expand that out when they grow too, so that should be pretty cool. So we've got a spider here somewhere. Not sure where he is. Checking on copper. So yeah, what I might do, I might even go through the mod list, so I'll just pause the recording here so I can bring it up. Okay, here we go. So we've got, this is finished. So we've got Ancient Warfare 2, baubles, better dungeons, better storage, bibliocraft, bibliocraft, biomes of plenty, bibliocraft forestry, bibliocraft natura, biomes of plenty, Britannia. I've got 3 of the buildcraft things. I don't have the world gem. I've just got the core, which you need, the silicon, so I can have gates, and I've got the transport, so I can have pipes. And let's see what else. So I've got cave biomes, Code Chicken Core, Coro Util, which is an API one, Densors, Engineer's Toolbox, because it's pretty cool. It's got like modular, you can make modular machinery, so it's kind of different. Fast leaf decay, which is useful, get saplings quick. Forestry, because why not? You know, forestry is useful. Gravestone, which you really need for an adventure type pack. Iguana's Tinker Tweaks. Immersive Engineering, Journey Map, Logistics Pipes, which is why I needed the Buildcraft Transport, because it sort of requires that. I figured getting stuff between the farms and into like a storage type system. I like making sorting systems, so I didn't want to go full tech mod, AE2, stuff like that. I just wanted something that would still fit in with the immersive engineering and what have you, so basic pipes would be good. Mantle, because you need it for some stuff, it's an API mod. And Miner Blade, Battle Gear 2, Natura, NEI, Pam's Harvest Nether, Pam's Harvest Craft, which you've already seen some of the food and crops from, Roguelike Dungeons, Storage Shores Forestry Pack. I thought I had Storage Shores Natura Pack, but it's not listed in here for some reason. Okay, so I might have to install that. Twilight Florist, because, you know, it's one of the better adventure type things. Tinker's Construct, obviously. Weather Storms and Tornadoes, obviously. Witchery. The W2F Core, which is needed for cave biomes, and W2F Texture Generator Loop, which is also needed for cave biomes. So, that's the pack. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm gonna update that. Oh, this needs to be fully repaired, doesn't it? So I'm gonna have to. So this is how you get flint, like that. Repair. change it to copper. Now we can level this guy up. See how it doesn't say mining level boosted anymore, mining XP. So when it gets to mining XP boosted, that means it's not under mining level further. So we need to get that to, oh, we're actually pretty close. 94%, so let's go mining. And we should be able to get that up to maybe 10. So that's what, see we can't get iron. There we go. So what do we got now? Mineable iron, yay! So maybe 10 is after iron, I'm not sure. Probably is, because I would imagine you need 10 to get bronze. And I think bronze is better than iron, so yeah, we can't get 10. We can get iron, so that means iron buckets. Fruits. There. And grab this coal. Now, because it's mining level boosted, we probably want to. Yeah, we're going to want to make an iron pickaxe head now. So let's fill in this hole. And we'll do that right now. I'm just going to torch that one up. So let's melt down one of them. The rest of these away. And the other ore. Cool. So that's going to take a minute. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, there we go. The iron's melted. So let's get that on the bottom there. Nice. Iron pickaxe head. Except I have to repair the... Okay, so let's just wait for the copper pickaxe to repair, because it's got auto repair and it only needs to repair 2. It's kind of a waste of copper. And then I'll put the iron pickaxe head on.